Hey guys, so if you've been following my channel for a little while, you know that I am a soccer mom, and so a lot of my weekends are spent at the field. And when you're doing a lot of travel tournaments, the girls like to have something on their door that shows that they're from the same team. Me as a parent, I like it because then they're not running up and down the hallway trying to figure out who's in what door. So it's already there. So I've been making these little door hangers, and so I make them a little bit different for every soccer tournament. So I decided I'd start showing them for y'all in case you wanted to make some for your teams as well. So here it is. It's really kind of simple to do, and I've figured out how to batch it really quick. So I'm going to walk you through the steps and give you the dimensions and everything for the ribbons, and this is super easy to do. So if I can whip them out within a couple of nights before the tournament, I'm sure that you can too. So stay tuned, let's take a look. Okay, I'm using 6-inch in diameter wooden discs for this. I wanted all of them to be painted background color. For me, I picked this fluorescent yellow color. I did not wait for it to dry. I just gave it 2 really good coats at one time, and it seemed to absorb the color just fine. These are the ribbons that I considered using for the project, but I ended up only using 4 styles of ribbon in different widths. But you can see I'm also using foam soccer balls. So I kind of laid it out to get an idea of how I wanted it to present. Then I went to my silhouette and I cut out our team name. This is optional, you don't have to do that. If you don't have a silhouette, don't worry about it. This for me, it's hard to show with one hand, but yeah, I just wanted to add the Sting name on it. Okay, so here we go. Now we're going to take a look at our ribbons. I always measure my ribbons first and do 1 or 2 samples to make sure I have the measurements correct and the lengths right, the way I want them. So for this, with the 6-inch wooden disc, I actually cut it to 6 inches wide for the background ribbon. This blue I'm using as my background, as you can see. So lay it out, cut 6 of them, but because I was using it as the background for it, I actually did that twice. So if you've got 12 girls on your team, then you want to do 24 of these, for example. Okay, so then next I use the yellow. If I were going to do this project again, I'd probably do 2 of the yellow as well, but notice it is a different width than the blue. I think the key to this is you're going to be layering the ribbons, so you want them all to be different layers, unless they're going to be, like those background ribbons or whatever. Okay, so the soccer ribbon, that's kind of the highlight, right? You could do 2 of these as well, but ribbon's kind of expensive, so I was especially when you're making so many of these, so I was trying to be a little bit conservative, and I didn't go hog wild with the ribbon, but you can do it however you like. Once you've got all your ribbon cut, I always finish the edges. It's super simple to do. You just fold it in half and then cut the foldy part off. So if you can kind of see how I did that there, then it gives you a nice edge that won't ravel. Next, I lay it down on my work surface and I crisscross the background colors, and then I lay the other ribbons on top depending on how I want to see them. That soccer ribbon is the widest that there is, so I kind of made a bigger background with those 2 blue ones and then laid that on top. Then I took the thinner width yellow one, and this part is really simple. You're going to use that pipe cleaner to hold it all together. So I cut about 3 inches of the pipe cleaner and have that ready. Now take your little ribbon bundle here and just pinch it in the middle. You're going to pinch it and kind of squish it and make sure that you've got all of it between your 2 fingers in one hand. And if you don't like it, just undo it, just kind of let it come apart and then squish it again. You really can't mess this up. This is a really simple part, and I love that you don't have to tie anything, because I feel like bows are so hard to do. So you're going to take the pipe cleaners and you're just going to wrap it around the bow and twisty tie it in the back like a bread bag or something, and then flatten it, right? So there you go. Now don't worry about how this looks at this point. Now I always choose a pipe cleaner that goes with the color ribbon that I'm using, just in case it does show, but you are going to cover this part up. So I cut all my pieces out once I know what size I want, and then I just, like an assembly line, I put them together one by one by one. I think it's easier to work this way, and then you've got all of your little ribbon bundles. Okay, then to finish off the ribbon bundle, I just think it makes it look nicer. I cut 5 inches, so it's a little bit less, but I do want it to have a tail. 5 inches of a skinny ribbon, and I wrap it around the pipe cleaner. And then I let the tail stay on it just because it adds a little extra dimension, right? So I don't even tie this in a knot. I just tie it once and it stays put. So I think it looks cute that way, and it does cinch it in just even a tad bit more. So just go through and cut your 5 inches, one for each door hanger, and keep on going down your assembly line. Okay, here's my ribbon pile. You can see all of them piled up. Okay, so next we're gonna put the numbers onto the soccer balls. And I love these stickers from Michaels. They are a pack of just numbers and symbols. And so they happen to be just the perfect height for these projects. I can usually use one package of these stickers for all of our team numbers. So I always write down the numbers so I have them ready. As you can see, when I started doing this, I put the numbers in the middle of the soccer ball, and then I remembered, I'm putting the team name on there. So then I had to go back and move them down a little bit. I only did that for a few of them. After that, this becomes so simple. You're just putting on the stickers, then you're gluing everything down, and this part goes extremely quickly because you just have it already in these 2 little bundles. And there you go. That's how they turned out, and the girls seem to really like them. I give them each a command strip, the poster, because these are super light, so you can just get away with just the poster command strips. Give it to them to put on their hotel door, and that way it doesn't hurt the door, and they can take it off when they're leaving really simply.